Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm doing this video on Sunday evening, early evening. I'm going to try to get it uploaded. If you're watching it, it's Sunday night on September, what is today, the 5th. Um, then it means I got it uploaded, obviously. Otherwise, it'll be later in the week. I was actually supposed to be going to a concert tonight. I was going to see Incubus, The Rose, in Cedar Heights. Unfortunately, one of the, I think it's not somebody actually in the band, but one of their, maybe the roadies or the crew members for the band tested positive for COVID. And out of the safety for the rest of, with the band and the crew and the people at the venue, ultimately the fans, they opted to postpone the show, which I don't have a problem with it. I know there's a lot of people out there that go batshit crazy over this. Whatever your thoughts are on COVID or vaccination and stuff, and so forth and so on, to each their own. I think it should be your own choice. I myself did get vaccinated. Two reasons. One, both my parents have pre-existing conditions, and even though I knew ahead of time vaccines aren't absolute, they're not meant to be cure-alls. They're not meant to be 100% protection against whatever the vaccine's for. You still have a chance of catching it. You still have a chance of spreading it. But a vaccine does work with your own immune system to greatly mitigate those chances. And I myself, if there's anything, even the most remote thing, even if there's only a 1% chance that it'll actually help in some way of protecting my parents that are more susceptible to getting sick or to this virus, I'm going to do it. Second, because I knew, because of looking at my own health, my own immune system, I've only missed 14 days of work in 32 years. And at least half of those days were due to injuries. I've had a few accidents here and there, mainly working around the house. But yeah, I'm a healthy guy. So I was pretty confident that I wasn't going to have any side effects. In fact, the majority of people, probably up in the 90+% of people that get vaccinated, and not just for this vaccine, for any vaccine, have very mild to no side effects. So ultimately, right now, after being vaccinated, I don't feel any different now than I did prior to all this happening. And ultimately, obviously, the big difference now is that for things where I don't agree with them saying you need to be vaccinated to go and do this or go and do that. I don't agree with that. I don't think it should be that way, but it is what it is. It's something we have to deal with. Your choices are either do that or just not be able to do those things. It's not necessarily right, but again, like I said, because I was wanting to do that to try to help my parents in any possible way, and two, because I knew that I probably wouldn't have any side effects from it. I thought, what the hell? Because ultimately it means that now as far as concerts, I can still go to concerts, providing they're not canceled or postponed because of all this crap. But unfortunately, that's going to happen too. And I know a lot of people, want to admonish the bands or the venues or whatever. They're just doing what they think they need to do to keep them from being shut down again. I don't think that's one thing a lot of people don't think about is, we're lucky to have concerts back right now, and live entertainment. And I don't know, there will be some bands that could go, a few years without touring and stuff like that, and they'd be okay. But there's a lot of bands that would be a big toll on them. And there's a lot of venues that might not be able to stay up and look at movie theaters, for instance. There's a number of movie theaters, I think even one of the bigger chains, like AMC or something like that, that are essentially closing down. I don't know whether they closed all of their theaters, but they've closed down a good portion of them because of the revenue they lost, through 2020. So I think the concert industry is they're looking at anything they can do to keep that from happening again. You know, and I would guess even they themselves maybe don't agree with it. But if it keeps to where they can stay in business and to where they can book acts and start doing live shows again, you know, that's what they're going to do. And, you know, people have a choice. Again, I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't think it should come down to that, but it is what it is. So your choice is either, you know, get tested prior to the event, get vaccinated, or not be able to go to the show. Like I said, for me personally, it hasn't hurt me at all. I know people worry about, well, you don't know the lasting effects. Well, chances are it's not going to have any lasting effects because most vaccines only last for so long anyhow. So, you know, probably, you know, next year or a couple of years, there won't even be any remnants of getting the vaccine. I'm not an immunologist. I don't know for sure if that's the case, but from what I understand is that's how most vaccines work. That's why people get the flu shot every year, is because its effectiveness only lasts for about a year, and then, you know, when the new flu strain comes out, you know, people that choose to do that. And I myself, I don't get the flu shot. Of course, I don't think I've ever had the flu. And I have a pretty healthy immune system. I get a lot of exercise. I don't get a lot of sleep, but the sleep I get is good, restful sleep. And the way I eat a lot of stuff that's actually very beneficial. You know, olives, bella mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, seasoning, spices, stuff like that. You know, they all have a lot of good properties to bolster your immune system. But enough about that. That's just, again, I'm not one of these people that's going to go out and judge somebody if they get vaccinated or they don't get vaccinated. I'm not going to try to convince somebody. I'm just saying the reason why I chose to get vaccinated. Everybody eats their own, you know, and I'm hoping we get back, you know, if not this year. I mean, this year's, we're getting into the tail end of the year here pretty soon. So maybe not this year, but maybe next year. You know, maybe the COVID, let's just hope and pray that this whole COVID thing will kind of run its course, as some of the viruses we've seen in the past, like West Nile and stuff like that. I mean, they're still around, but they're not like a big thing like they were at one time. You know, hopefully maybe, you know, this will follow that same way, and, you know, by this time next year, these things won't be an issue. Keep your fingers crossed, right? You know, and if it happens tonight, then all the people that didn't get vaccinated, you know, can have a little laugh and say, see, you know, there was no need to do it. And honestly, I hope that is the case. But in the meantime, you know, I'm looking forward to hopefully going to some shows. Fortunately, like I said, Incubus was postponed. I'm glad it was just postponed and not outright canceled. It's one group I haven't actually seen in concert. I've wanted to go to them a few times in the past and never got around to getting tickets, but I saw they were going to be at the Rose this year, and I decided to get a ticket. So hopefully we'll get the rescheduled date here soon, and one night I'll be going to enjoy Incubus at the Rose in Peabody. All right, enough about that. Is anybody still watching? I know a lot of people, you know, everybody has their opinion about this stuff, and, you know, if people don't agree with their opinion, they don't want to listen at all. You know, I'm just the opposite. I'll listen to anybody, you know, what they say, even if I don't agree with it, and I'm not going to admonish them because of it. There's enough shit in the world that, you know, they try to get us fighting with each other about without vaccine status being the big deal. One way that's a big deal is if people make it a big deal. I don't. If you're vaccinated, great. If you're not, great. I don't have a problem with it either way. Alright, what I got right here, I already undid the packing tape, so I didn't have to screw around with it. I've got the Horrorpack for August. So, Horrorpack, I'll leave a link below in the description. Horrorpack is a monthly subscription They have two different versions. They have a Blu-ray, the hell's that? A Blu-ray version and then a regular DVD version. The DVD version is $19.99 a month with free shipping in the continental United States. The Blu-ray, which is what I get, is $24.99 a month with free shipping in the continental United States. What it is you get 4 movies on DVD or Blu-ray, and if you are so inclined, you can actually subscribe to both of them because they actually do different movies for the DVDs and the Blu-rays. So you're not going to get the same movies on DVD and Blu-ray. Now, over the course of your subscription, if you subscribe for a year, 2 years, however, you might end up getting possibly, but I think they're actually pretty good about not doing that. Unless it's maybe one of the bigger movies, then they might include it as a DVD 1 month for the DVD subscribers, and then on a Blu-ray another month for the Blu-ray subscribers. But overall, I think they try to keep them pretty different, and that's to hopefully maybe entice people to subscribing to both of them. I myself, as things have gone forward, technology's gone forward, home theaters got better and better. I recently upgraded my home theater. I still have my 55-inch Sony Bravia 3D television, but honestly, since I upgraded and put a pull-down screen in front of it with a Ancar Nebula Cosmo projector, full 1080p, I haven't watched my 55-inch TV since. Now, obviously, if I want to watch a 3D movie, or if I want to use my PS4 or the PS2, I still have PS2. If I want to use those, they're only hooked up to the Sony TV, so I'll have to use them. Now, my PS3 and a Roku are both hooked up through the projector, which is nice. It's nice playing games on 120-inch screen for a while. But yes, as things have progressed, I've realized that you can really tell a difference between DVD and Blu-ray. I don't have a 4K thing yet. I do have a few 4K discs, but when I watch them, I watch the Blu-ray that came with them. Eventually, I might get a 4K TV somewhere and see how big of a difference there is between Blu-ray and 4K. But for now, I'm happy with just Blu-rays. So here we go. We got 4 Blu-rays, and almost every month they do include a limited edition, which can mean either it's a kind of a special edition, maybe different cover art. Once a Blue Moon, they have limited editions that are actually signed by somebody in the movie, the producer, director, cast member, or it's a movie that's actually only being released through Horrorpack straight to Blu-ray or DVD. Every month they have one that's a limited edition. Okay, so first we've got Cloverfield. It's actually a pretty good movie. I already own this. I'm pretty sure I own it on Blu-ray. I'll double check. If I don't have it on Blu-ray, I'll keep this and I'll get rid of the DVD of it. But I'm thinking I already have it on Blu-ray, so if that's the case, I'll just be putting this on my Mercari. And I'll probably list it for $8 or something, $7. Maybe $5. That might be one of those ones that you can get in the $5 bin. I don't know. Maybe I'll list it with another. Maybe do 2 Blu-rays together and then for $10 or something. That way, it kind of is okay with the shipping cost. I hate listing something for $5 and then shipping being $3 or $4. But I could put 2 of these together and list it for $10 and then ship them together for the same $3 or $4. Number 2. I've heard of this one. I've never actually watched it. I don't think I have, or maybe I have. I might have actually streamed this on one of the Amazon Prime or something. I'm not sure. But The Devil Inside. Inspired by true events. This is the film the Vatican doesn't want you to see. You have to watch it again. I can't. I'm thinking I watched a movie that was called that, but I can't say for sure. So, number 3. Number 3 is. What the hell does that say? Come true? That's what it looks like. Yeah, come true. We're back. Never heard of this. Cinematic, intelligent, elevated, well above your average fright flick. Looks like it's got some good reviews, so should be interesting. So this means that the last one in here should be the limited edition. Yep. Ooh. I'm going to have to I'll cover the one word up there. You can probably use your imagination. Maybe you've actually seen this movie before, but you know, I know how YouTube are with the swearing and stuff. So this is basically don't screw around in the woods, but if you put in a different word for screw around. So there we go, and this is the Horrorpack limited edition. Looks like it's some kind of like weird creature or something on there, and real dark. So yeah, in the back, obviously, with a movie with this title, you can be pretty much guaranteed there's probably going to be some a little TNA in it, a little nudity, maybe a lot of nudity. I'm not sure. So they actually, they don't actually outright show nudity, I don't think, on the back, but kind of close. So again, you know, for the YouTube standards, I'm not going to show the back of it. But there you go. So if everybody is still watching now after my big intro here about vaccine and stuff like that, I appreciate you stick around and actually watching what the actual video was for, which was the Blu-ray pack from Horrorpack. Again, check out the link below if you're interested in a horror movie, you want to start building a collection. It's a great place to get 4 movies, or if you subscribe to both of them, get 8 movies every month. It's very reasonable. If you do the math, these ultimately end up being $6.25 a piece. That's an incredible price for Blu-rays. You know, especially because some of these might not be easy to find if you just go to like a Walmart, Myers, so forth. Although obviously limited editions, a lot of times you won't be able to find anyplace else. And occasionally they do have like a bigger movie that if you were to go buy at, you know, Walmart, Myers, so forth, you'd be paying a lot more than $6.25 for it. You know, probably more like $12, $15, something like that. So that's all I got for this video. Hopefully you still enjoyed the video, even though I kind of ranted and raved a little bit. No, I didn't really rant and rave. I was just explaining why I personally chose to get vaccinated. But a lot of people do have issues with that, so if you do, I do apologize. Just wanted to say that. It's kind of a segue into why I'm not going to the concert I was supposed to go to tonight. But if you actually enjoyed the rest of the video, at least, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. I don't normally go into stuff like that on my videos. I do tend to go off topic a little bit just because that's how my brain works. So if you're looking for a little bit of humor, and kind of like, what the hell is this guy talking about type things. Hey, you come to the right place, because that happens a lot. My mind just goes in 20 different directions at once. So it's very comical. Sometimes I watch the videos back and I'm like, what the frick was I talking about? But hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Feel free to share the video. If you know somebody that gets into horror movies, maybe they're not aware of Horrorpack. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, look out for yourself and those around you. Everybody enjoy what little bit's left of the weekend. Like I said, hopefully I'll be getting this, actually posting this probably late Sunday night, so the weekend's technically over. But hey, a lot of people have like basically one more day of the weekend, right? Because tomorrow's Labor Day, which I never understood why. Why doesn't everybody? I mean, obviously there's some people that couldn't get. I mean, we can't have like first responders and doctors and stuff like that getting off for Labor Day, but like most of your like regular like retail, and regular jobs and stuff like that. Shouldn't we actually get Labor Day off? I mean, it's a holiday to celebrate work. So shouldn't we get a break from work to celebrate it? Although that kind of goes against itself too. It's like, why would you celebrate work by taking a day off and not working? So, I don't know. Yeah. Crazy ass thoughts that run through my head. But hey, for everybody that's going to partake in festivities tomorrow for Labor Day, you're going to have a big cookout, maybe have a few beers or whatever. Enjoy, do it responsibly. Enjoy time with family, friends, whatever. I myself will be working at least a good portion of the day, and then I'll probably come home and try to get some stuff done around the house, which is kind of a common thing with me, because I work a lot during the week. So any little time I get, I'm going to try to make use of it. That's it. That's all. I'm out of here. Just your average schmo. Checking out. See ya.